Hello and hello, Chocolo Roberto here, but not for a video review, it's for the November updates, and here we are again at the end of another month. Goodness me. Well, at least I'm sort of getting this in a week before the end of the month this time. I think previously it's been pretty much touch and go as to whether I got it in on time, but this time I'm a bit more organised basically, so there we go. So thank goodness. But first of all, before I go on, I must thank my members Sam Matson and Lockhart and of course Scotty. Thank you so much for all your support. Massively appreciated over the long many years now that you've been supporting the channel. So thank you so much. It's never lost on me. So thank you so much. And if you want to become a member, by the way, there will be a link up here in the top right hand corner as you look, and basically a link in the description as well. It's great to support the channel. It truly is, and I'm trying to sort of widen this basically. Sort of support level members essentially get well, I guess first access to reviews generally. Now I'm going to sort of try and start doing those so they get basically a free day, well, I wouldn't say sneak peek, but exclusive access to reviews before they then go on general release. Also to get a special review every month as well, that you wouldn't otherwise get. And levels above that get even more stuff. So bronze level members get one every week as a rule generally. Hopefully I can manage to achieve that consistently, but generally try to do an extra special review once a week. And also silver level members can basically vote on what I'm going to review next as well. I've got a massive backlog of reviews basically, so if you're a silver level member you would essentially be able to sort of drive what I'm going to be reviewing, because I've probably got about 50 reviews in the backlog. And I would essentially be putting about 4 of those out to vote every week, and one of those would be published that week basically. So if you're a silver level member you get massive amounts there, and there's also gold and diamond level memberships as well for people in a position to support in that respect. But I'll if you're interested in that, as I say, the details will be in that link up there or in the description below or what have you. So yeah, check those out. It's a great support channel, as I say. It would really help. It would help a lot. So please check that out. Yeah, so what else has been going on? Well, basically, I'm getting into Christmas now, so pretty much I'm going to be reviewing lots of Christmas products. It's going to be one of those trying to find a balance between Christmas and regular products. There's still lots of regular stuff that's non-Christmas related or winter related, however you want to say, holiday season related, however you want to put it. So there's lots of stuff going out, so I'm going to try and balance it. Maybe one, I try to do about 3 reviews a week, regular reviews. I'm hoping to start to get maybe 2 of those be regular ones, maybe 1 at Christmas or 2 at Christmas and 1 a regular one. We'll see. So yeah, so going to be plenty of that going on. I've got to try and squeeze it all in. That's the other problem really, because I review lots of stuff. Whether I can publish it all is another matter. So sometimes I get things left over really that I can't publish after Christmas or after Easter or after Halloween or whatever. So it's one of those really. Sometimes maybe I'll keep them for next year, something like that. So we'll see if that happens. But yes, there we go. But let me know, leave a comment if you've seen any Christmas products you'd like me to review. Maybe I've already got them ready to go. Let me know. But I don't want to miss anything that people are looking for. So yeah, leave a comment. Let me know. So I'm going to try and sort of, now one of the things I've noticed in the analytics of the channel, it basically says I'm not really, and as you probably can see really, I get quite a lot of views every month, but I don't really get new members, new subscribers generally. I get a few, but not enough really sort of compared to how many views I get. So we're going to try and find ways of make people want to come back. So it's not just going to be reviews, because a lot of people might sort of find my channel by sort of searching for a quality street review or something like that, but aren't really bothered about other reviews generally, most people I imagine. But obviously if I do something a bit more interesting, maybe I'll try that, because I've got a massive backlog of stuff, so I'm still going to be bringing people in to see all that stuff, but maybe I just want to make sort of diversify the channel a bit, maybe sort of do something a bit more chocolate related, but still a bit more, a bit away from reviews. So I was thinking lots of like top 5 videos, things like this, like top 5 white chocolates, top 5 dark chocolates, top 5 best chocolate moments, to bottom 5, chocolates products I reviewed, stuff like this maybe. So leave a comment with this as well. Let me know what you think, what you'd like to see, what's a good top 5. That'd be quite interesting, I think. So yeah, another ideas you got for the channel as well, let me know. I mean, it's one of those where if I did a sort of Mr. Beast style thing where I started like, I don't know, giving away £1 million islands or whatever for a group of people who eat the most chocolate or something like that, I'm sure it would get lots of reviews, but A, I don't have the time, B, I don't have the money, and C, I don't know if I really want to do that. So yeah, so a few problems there, but obviously no, all ideas are welcome. So let me know what you think anyway. It's one of those, but it's also difficult because it's the thing with eating. It takes time and it takes calories, and when it's not your full-time job, it is difficult to do all that because it's you want to just eat normally sometimes. You know what I mean? You can't be eating. You can't sort of put all your eggs in one basket and just have this massive meal thing like fish and chips or something like that, and of course it just not really do any better than any of the other ones. So I don't know, it's one of those. But as I say, with more members, more this, that, and the other, I can dedicate myself to do more of these things. So as I say, if you're in a position to do so, do check out that side of the channel because it would really help actually, to be honest with you. So there we go. But yeah, so I think that'll be quite interesting, really. I think that's what I want to try and do. And I also want to sort of, yeah, promote some more membership content as well, do sort of more member premieres. I'm going to try and do that with all my videos now, actually, sort of make them exclusively available to members for about 3 days before everyone else. I just want to have more, just do more with the members, really. I just want to get more members coming in, people sort of seeing there's more benefits from it. If you really want to help out the channel, you get something back, really. You can feel a lot more part of it, and that you're more like you're steering the channel. You're seeing the reviews before everyone else. You can sort of critique them before everyone else. I'm going to try and do things where, obviously, like I say, if there are any silver level memberships, you can literally vote for what you want me to publish that week, basically, and I will be doing it. So you'll have pretty much control over the channel, what's coming out. I mean, obviously, I'll still be publishing other reviews, and I can't sort of give you all my reviews available to pick from. For YouTube, there's 4 options in its sort of survey or questionnaire type things. Those polls it does. So yeah, so I can't do more than that. I could link else externally to YouTube to do one with more of all of them in, but you just wouldn't. You just need it to be in YouTube so people see it and can vote on it very easily. Stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm going to try and do things like that. I think it should be really good. I'm just hoping, as I say, it just needs hopefully people to just sort of get behind the channel and become members, really. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. If you're on the fence about it as well, please do consider it. You can always stop and start and do it once every now and again. You don't need to do it continuously. It's up to you, really. But obviously, whatever you do will be massively appreciated. So there we go. So yeah. So viewer comments is the next part. Yeah, so what have we had this month then? What have we had? So let's have a look. So first of all, last month, I mentioned about doing more live reviews, where we should do more of them. And Andy's edits, yes, leave a comment. So Andy was at the gym as well later on. I think another live I did, and he said it was actually at the gym. Great to see you, Andy, as well. Thank you for the comments, and great on the support, massively appreciated. He says he likes to watch the live reviews because he likes to watch more than one sort of product at once, basically. And I'm going to try and do more and more reviews with more and more products at the same time, basically related ones, because previously I did separate them out, and they usually were very similar, and it's a bit pointless doing it, really. And it's quite good to see the comparisons as well. So I'm going to do a lot more versus battles, a lot more just double reviews and things. You probably would have seen some already, just related things of interest that might be quite good to keep together. Now it does mean it's hard for me to do the summary text. In this corner up here I do like a summary text sometimes. It sort of makes it a bit harder to do that. I'll still do like an individual rating at the bottom, but let me know what you think, if it's a problem not having the summary ratings and the summary blurb, what have you. I don't know, it's one of those ways, just trying to find balance with it, really. And it just makes it very difficult to edit the videos to get that summary in. But I'll still be speaking the summary, so it still will have it. So I mean, it's not like you won't get that, but there might not necessarily be a summary box when I do like a double or triple or quadruple review or something like this. But I think that's the price. It's the trade-off, isn't it? Really, it's just the price I've got to pay with doing it. Really, I'd like to do that, but and also it saves me a lot of time. Actually, it makes it a lot easier to edit without doing all that. I must say, it's actually quite nice actually not having to do that, because some of these things just take a long time trying to edit it, space it all out, things like this. And the videos, I think basically each one takes about a couple of hours to edit. And when you've been working 8 hours before that, it's a lot of time basically. So yeah, but let me know what you think, Andy, as well. Let me know what you reckon to that, and anyone else in general, of course. But I think it's a good idea trying to do more sort of like more joint reviews, things like this. I might try and do more live. Live reviews are a bit difficult to do because the logistics and this, that, and the other, and you've got to have something that lasts quite a long time, really, as well. So it is a bit difficult, but we'll see. I did maybe every now and again I can do one. I did quite enjoy the Vidal one. It was quite nice to do that. Yes, and the Poppy Mrs. Roblox, so I bet the Cadbury Goo Heads cake boss, they look very nice indeed, and had a good Halloween. I think Andrew was a bit sort of saying he was a bit disappointed, and I agree with him here. Andrew was sort of saying that it's just sort of quite a lazy product, really. As I say, you've got the Goo Heads, you've got the Universal monsters like the Frankenstein, Scarecrow, and I don't know if Scarecrow's really a Universal monster, but like a ghost as well, Dracula, the werewolf, and they could have different fondant colours for this, and Andrew's basically sort of alluding to that, and I agree with him totally, really. It's just such a lazy product, and why, just the Goo Edge generally just could be better done, really. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Let me know what you think, guys, anyway. What was your favourite Halloween experience this year, chocolate-wise? Let me know, or just generally, let me know. Yeah. And, Scotty mentioned the spooky cookie dough. Yes, said the additional candies weren't too noticeable in it, but he thought they were quite nice. Yeah, it's good. They're pretty good, really. I think M&S do some good products generally, but they are always a bit, they sort of seem to be quite solid, but never anything too special. But who knows? Let me know what your favourite M&S products is. Let me know. Maybe we need to find some more. Now, we did have a couple of funny comments. I mean, I do like these ones, really. Yeah, let's see, what's it? Who's 20,000? 15 minutes to review an average chocolate bar is crazy. This Lindt Lindor white chocolate bar. It's an old review, this one. But I said, welcome to the channel, like that, basically. And someone else mentioned, now someone in the comments a few more, I can't remember who it was, I do apologise, leave a comment if it was you, and mentioned you don't need to put timestamps anymore, it's fine, we've got, it's not necessarily a negative way, just said don't worry about doing that, it's no problem, we can people can work it out. But someone in the comments did I did say to me, you'd think having the Google timeline things, this and you're having the timestamps, this and it would mean you didn't need to do any of that, but unfortunately you do. And he had an example this month. Where was it? Let's see if I can find it. Unless he deleted the comment. Here we go. Yes, it was Joseph Gonzalez, I think it was. Jeez, sort of like weird looking up with the sky face and then a flat smile face, whatever. This was absolutely horrible to watch because it was so long. I understand the review being somewhat lengthy, but this was just overkill. Wait for you to actually get biting and tasting it and describing the texture and taste and whatnot. Just took way too long. I'm sure you have a good following and lots of views, but somehow you've got to do better, bro, he said. Bro, of course, goodness me. All right, well, first of all, I was like, I mean, this is the bad part. Literally, it does in the bottom left-hand corner. It says literally when I open it, when I taste it, and the summary, and it also has the Google timeline at the bottom. So this is it. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You know what I mean? And it's just, it just boggles my mind. I mean, Joseph seemed to be relatively nice, actually. He wasn't really offensive in it, but I mean, the clues were there, Joseph, basically. And I don't get that many comments of these ones, but I do get them every now and again, and it just shows that you've just got to, there just will be times where there's just people who just either don't see it or don't have the sense. I don't know. I'm not sure really. I don't know what it is. Does YouTube sort of announce to know what they're doing? I don't really get it. I don't understand it really. And of course, even if you don't have all these things, even if you don't have the timestamps, you can skip forward. You have to literally sit there watching it. You can skip forward. I do that a lot in videos when I'm watching them. I just skip forward to the bits I want. I know it's a review of something because I'll be watching a review of something I'm interested in, and I'll skip to where I want to see. If I just want to see the score, I skip right to the end to the score. It doesn't tell me where it is. I just find it, and I don't complain about it. I don't find any issue with that. So I just don't get it. It blows my mind. It literally, and of course, you don't need to watch my channel either. No, you don't need to watch it. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. I mean, I don't. So I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't understand. It's maybe it's, I don't know. Unless people just think they're sort of entitled to have the content that they want to see, how they want to see it, when they want to see it, and exactly how they want to see it. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. I don't really know. I don't get it. As I say, just don't watch it if it's not the way you want it. Just turn off and go somewhere, find someone else's review of something. I mean, I admit though, I don't mind being given constructive advice. Having said all that, it's if they think you just say, well, for me, I think you should try and shorten the videos down. Make it 5 minutes. This, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, as I say, I do have literal timestamps to where to go. So there's no reason to shorten the videos. Really, just go to where you want to do it. And I do shorts of my videos, stuff like that, but I'm not really interested in doing shorts, short videos, because I just what's the point? There's no point doing that. As I say, it's just I don't think I'd gain anything from doing it. I don't think more people would watch. I don't think this. I don't think that. I think there'd be nothing to really. There'd be no reason to watch the channel. I think the input I give on the channel that makes it a bit more interesting, a bit more personal, is the fact that I do give a lot of inputs onto the actual texture and the wrappers and what's going on in it, and to be able to do a comparison and look at the weight and things like this. And I think that's the kind of thing that you just biting into a chocolate bar. I think as easy as that is to watch, I don't think that would really bring people back watching the channel. Just me biting and saying, oh yeah, nice, or something like that. I mean, maybe it would, maybe I'm completely wrong, and maybe it would. But as I say, having done the shorts, which are sort of 1 minute long reviews, I don't think it's particularly bringing in more people, even though they do get quite a lot of views generally. So I'm quite sure that's correct, really. So there you go. So I do get some funny comments like that. I don't know. As I say, they boggle my mind generally. They boggle my mind. The fact that someone just sat there watching something they didn't want to watch without skipping forward or without noticing all the timestamp, which is clearly labelled in this corner down here, or as in the YouTube timeline. It boggles my mind. Boggles my mind. Maybe they weren't watching, maybe they weren't looking at it. Maybe they just had it on and were, I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. It could be that. But YouTube is a visual format. I realise there are podcasts and things, but I think generally YouTube is designed for people to watch it. But I do realise that you might not always do that. I might have it on in the background. But I can't compensate for that, really. But there we go. So interesting one. But as I say, if you're not interested in something, you might just not be interested in it, then that's fine. But as I say, if you're not interested in it, then don't watch it. So again, I just don't really get it. But there we are. So that's my ramble on for today. So there we go. So but to be honest with you, I don't get many comments that are quite negative on the channel, really. Touch wood. Most people are pretty nice. Maybe it's just because I don't have enough, outreach, whatever, to attract, a lot of generally horrible people. But I must say I'm quite impressed with most people on the channel. And I don't, to be honest with you, I'm quite thick-skinned as well. I don't really care if people do say horrible things, really, because I was around in the internet, 20 odd years ago when it first came out, where there wasn't any filters for anything, there wasn't parental controls, there wasn't all these things that you have in place that you take for granted now. There was, you just literally were subjected to whatever was out there, and you had no way of getting rid of it, really. It was for instance, like friends lists in for I think I remember I was on AOL at the time, America Online. It was a web a service provider. You don't really, you kind of get them now, like Sky, BT, stuff like that, but at the time there was loads of them. And you used to have like a friends list on it, and you could just become a friend of someone. They didn't confirm it or deny it. You were just their friend, so you could see exactly what they were doing. You're on their friends list, stuff like that. You just had things like this. So it was a different world back then, different world. So it doesn't really. So I don't get too affected by this. But having said all that, obviously there is a limit, isn't there? There is that and the other. So you've got to be, there are people out there who are just very malicious and things like this, and no in way, shape or form welcoming people like that. But obviously, what I'm saying is I don't mind negative comments. It doesn't affect me particularly. But I'm quite happy to hear people's negative opinions, or just constructive criticism, stuff like this. Whether I whether I listen to negative opinions and horrible people is another matter. But obviously, constructive stuff and just people just offering advice, I'm in no way, shape, or form against by any means. But yeah, it just what I'm getting at before is it's just sometimes I say you can take a horse to water, you can't make it drink. I can give you the option to skip to the bits you want, but unfortunately, I can't give you the YouTube announce or intelligence or whatever it is, to be able to use these features. Unfortunately, I mean, or just use common sense and skip forward. I mean, just skip forward. So as I say, a bit of a rant on this one, but it's a problem with a lot of people generally. I think in the world where they just expect things to be handed to them on a plate, and rather than just use their own common sense, and I just don't get it. I just don't get that. It's very strange for me. So there we go. So what's something I wanted to say? Yeah, I did reply to I think what it was now. Is it what was his name? That guy. Can't remember who it was now. Joseph. Yes, I did reply to him. I just basically said, work smarter, not harder, Joseph. You know what I mean? So basically, just think about it. Think about what you're doing, what you're complaining at. Very strange. Yeah, but there we go. But as I say, he did seem a relatively nice guy. He wasn't really being horrible or anything like that. But it boggled my mind. Let's put it that way. So anyway, what else do we get? Yes, and Lenny a couple of times said great video. Yes, and on one of my Halloween reviews. So thank you so much, Lenny. And I had a short of the stash, and he said, "Tell me you love chocolate without telling me you love chocolate." And that was a great way of summing that up. So thank you so much, Lenny. Lenny LV3HK. Thank you very much, Lenny. Good to see you, by the way. Good to see you. And a cute avatar you've got there as well. Yes, Alan was mentioned as well. He went to see Paddington as well. Yes, hope you had a good time seeing Paddington, Alan. And I think I spoke to you about Poppy as well, about seeing Paddington. Poppy's a big fan of Paddington. Let me know if you've seen Paddington, by what you think of it. Quite interesting. And Anik Banerjee is mentioning loves the Cadbury's mini rolls. So get them in India. It's a bit of a shame. Mini rolls, yeah, they are a bit of a staple. Mini rolls. I don't know. There's just something about them very reminiscent of my childhood, really. But yeah, and Scott has mentioned as well about the Burton's fish and chips lashing of salt and vinegar flavoured baked snacks. We used to do chicken, red and brown sauce, things like this, very unusual flavours. We just do pickled onion and salt and vinegar now. So yeah, but red and brown sauce flavour. I think there were two flavours, I think. But interesting ones. And I did a poll as well. It's still going on. It's Flake versus Ripple, or Aero versus Whisper, basically. One of the versus battles. Which one to do next? It's a tough one. Looks like yes, Flake and Ripple are winning at the moment. But Alan was mentioning it was a tough one. Yeah, lots of people have said definitely Flake versus yes, Ripple as well, stuff like this. So it should be an interesting one, that one. Yeah. So we shall see which one wins. And Andrew popped up as well when was talking about Jaffa Cakes, one of the lookbacks, and saying Aldi have got their own special Belmont versions of them. Look very interesting. I did go to Aldi actually, and I couldn't see them, Andrew. I don't know. I did see the regular Jaffa Cakes, so I couldn't see those. I did see some other ones of in Aldi, but they were just like regular cherry ones or something. So yeah, I need to look out for those. Hopefully, I can see them. Yeah, let's look at the cherry bacon ones he mentioned as well. Cherry jam. Maybe it was that one, but he said there's white chocolate on them, and I didn't see that. So nothing special basically. I just saw regular looking ones. So there we go. So I will keep an eye out for those. And yeah, go back for the Flake versus Ripple. Yes, yes. Joe Willis has mentioned. Yeah, he wants Flake versus Ripple as well. And K.O. Scrivener as well mentioned it as well. Yeah, good to see you both, by the way. Good to see you both on the channel. Great to see you. Hope you're both doing well. Yum as well. Oh, I see K.O. Scrivener has mentioned as well. I think I think what's the channel called? Possibly better. Yeah, Plymouvian Chatterbox Girl. There we go. Yes. PCG. There we go. Okay. And right, anything else? And Ava Cameron came back as well after a bit of a hiatus. Good to see you back, Ava. Yes, good to see you back. Not seen the white chocolate Terry's chocolate orange for a long time. Yeah, so I don't think they have it anymore, unfortunately. I think it's discontinued. It's a real shame mentioning that. It should come back, really. But also mentioned as well about preferring penguins and Tim Tams when I did the versus battle, because Tim Tams have cochineal in there. They're not super vegetarians. They're crushed beetles, which is very bizarre, isn't it? And why have they got a red colouring in it? I don't know, but I think it's because it's not real chocolate in there, so maybe they're trying to colour it to make it look a bit more chocolatey. But I feel like it might be the cream in the middle. I'm not sure really. I did review some subsequent Tim Tams, and I think it made it look like it might actually be the chocolate, because I think the cream was the same, but they had different chocolate on the outside, I think. So yeah, an interesting one. So yeah, I think it's just because it's not real chocolate. I'm not too sure, but you know, red food colouring in it. Why is that in there? Very bizarre. Oh yeah, and also I mentioned yeah, what should I do a short on? And Terry's Chocolate Mint seems to possibly be winning at the moment. And Joe Wilson again popped up mentioning Terry's Chocolate Mint. I think that would be my one as well, my choice. But we'll see what the people think. And also yes, and Sam Matson's mentioned I should review Prime drinks. Let me know what you think about this, guys. Should I review Prime drinks? I know they're very big at the moment, aren't they? Or they were anyway. Was it was it that one of those Paul brothers or whatever? Is it their company or a KSI guy or both? I don't know. It's something I don't really, you know, it's for people younger than myself basically. Maybe we should do them. Maybe we should do them. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Yes, and Plymouvian Chatterbox Girl as well mentioned about Terry's Chocolate Mint also as well. So that's Joe and her. They're both wanting those ones. So yeah, there we go. And Scotty was in Paris as well, so they couldn't make a live anyway this weekend because he was in Paris. Hope you had a good time in Paris, Scotty. Let me know what you got up to and what chocolates you got there. It'll be interesting on that one. Alright guys, so that brings me to the end of this month's wrap up. Yes, and this November update. Hope you've had a good one. It's Christmas next, can be December. I know you might not believe in Christmas or celebrate it or whatever, but I hope you have a good one either way and the build up to it and take advantage of the chocolates. I mean, that's something we can all do, isn't it really? Take care guys, have a great month. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. See ya.